Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, Authentic fam? It's your boy Allende. Authentic Alphas is finally back in America, US of A. Yeah, man, I've been gone for a minute, guys. I was in Mexico for what was supposed to be a month. It ended up being 5 weeks. So yeah, man, I got back like right before the 4th, and I had the family, I had wifey, so I had to do, the holiday thing. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's been emailing me like, yo, what happened? You ain't dropping no videos, you ain't posting no content, you ain't giving us no tips, no interviews, no cold approach, nothing. Bro, I'm a bodybuilder, man. So I was bodybuilding. I was doing that. I was on my bodybuilding shit. So couple announcements real quick. The 100-day Get Shredded challenge. I finished up right before my show. I timed it. With the show prep. So that was the whole point, is that I was getting in the best shape of my life for that competition. And I went ahead and invited guys into a group chat to share that information, that strategy, that procedure and protocol. So personally, it was a great success, man. I got in the best shape of my life, hands down, no doubt about it. So the data is in. I was the biggest I've ever been. I was carrying the most muscle I've ever carried, and with the lowest body fat percentage I've ever had at the same time. So that was awesome. So the guys, I think, have I think 30 days left, a little bit more than 30 days. And we're going to see the outcome for the guys that did get in on that challenge. So there are some guys that are like emailing me or have been emailing me to try to get into that, but I closed that one a long time ago, guys. So everybody that's asking me about getting in the 100-day Get Shredded challenge, bro, that door's been closed. So what you can do is get on the next one. I'm actually going to do a shorter one, like a 50-day one. And I'm going to probably kick that off real soon, because I'm thinking about doing another competition in about 5 weeks. So I might open the door for that. All right, so that's that. As far as the content goes, I've been getting a bunch of different requests, and I'm kind of like shuffling through them, and I'm like, So a lot of guys still want cold approach. So that all comes down to a cameraman, bro. That's what that is. I can cold approach all day, every day. I don't care if it's a funeral or it's Disneyland. That's not an issue. It's just someone to tell me what the camera is the issue. Somebody reliable that has the time and the schedule that complements mine. So that's what that is with the cold approach guys. So all the guys asking for that, it comes down to that. I got some other requests for a call-in show, and I kind of like the idea of that. Shout out to Tip Network. Scott was like, yo, why don't you just do a call-in show where you could just be yourself and unfiltered, since you refuse to to be nice about things. And I said, yo, you know what? That could be fun. That could be entertaining. So we're bouncing that idea around, a call-in show where I just pretty much tell guys why they're getting shitty results, quite frankly, unfiltered. And if your feelings are hurt, I don't give a fuck. Tissue is pretty affordable. You can find tissue nowadays. It ain't like COVID when paper towels and tissues were out of stock, so you can cry all the fuck you want. But yeah, I like the idea of a call-in show where guys can basically get handed the cold, hard, ugly truth. So that's what's up. Then I got a lot of requests for tips and whip style content where I'm just giving guys tips. So that's something I was going to do anyway. So that's what we're going to do right now on this here Sunday. So we're gonna do a quick short video. The topic is guys determining their own payment from women, and I'm gonna get into why I thought to talk about that. So I'm just like kind of in between clients. I've been focusing on my personal training clients, man, because these guys are paying top dollar, bro. They need the results, so they need that that presence, that hands-on support. So I'm in between clients right now, and I said, you know what? It's Sunday. I promised I was gonna put out some new content this week. So why do tomorrow what I can do today? So it's Sunday. I said, let me start the week, with a tip style video, since guys are really, really missing that. It's been a while since I just gave short format tips, right? Okay, so for those who are watching the interviews that I was putting out while I was in Mexico, one of the things that was irritating the shit out of me was how affectionate these Mexicans are, bro. It's like very stomach turning, bro. I don't know. It makes me want to vomit how overly affectionate they are all the damn time, everywhere, all day, every day. But it made me start thinking, foreign dudes are actually winning in the dating market. And I know a lot of the complaining, or most of the complaining from men, is coming out of Western countries, that guys are having a hard time with the women here. Their expectations are unrealistic. The women are entitled, blah, 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 blah. And there is some truth to that. But I'm sorry, bro. I got a couple of Tinder accounts that I manage for chicks. And I see what the fuck guys be talking about. I see what guys be messaging girls. I see how they try to impress girls. I see what their game is like, what their openers are like, what their skill set is like. I'm sorry, bro. Guys really are trash these days. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real, bro. I know it's a men's channel and I'm supposed to pander to dudes. I'm supposed to be like all the other guys in the manosphere and tell you it's not your fault. It's women. Women are terrible. Women are the problem today. They've ruined everything. It's feminism. Sorry, bro. It's not the truth. It's just not the truth, bro. The problem is on both sides, okay? It's just like all the racial issues we have in America. It's not white supremacy. It's not cisgendered white males. It's people in general. Americans in general are culturally fucked up, all right? That's the black folk and the white folk. It's not white people are white devils and that's why black people are going through what they're going through. No, there's equal blame on both sides. So it's the same thing with the genders. Same thing with the single motherhood shit. It's like, oh, it's these single moms. It's like, yeah, but who's getting these single moms pregnant? So where there's a gap in male accountability. All right. So anyway, before I get off a topic, but it's all still on topic anyhow. I was thinking, damn, bro, these Western dudes is actually winning because of the exchange. You know, yes, they're giving these women their time. They're giving these women all this damn validation. They're giving these women all this attention. They're giving these women all this affection and all this kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy bullshit. But that's not worth shit. It's not worth shit. It's like paying an elephant in peanuts. You know what I'm saying? The elephant is thinking, damn, I'm getting all these peanuts and all I got to do is balance a ball on my trunk. Yeah, but peanuts ain't worth shit. All right? So just follow what I'm trying to say here. You can get a lot of seagulls and pigeons and all kind of birds to flock to you with bread. They eat stale bread too. Bread's not that expensive. All right. Now, if you're starving, right, and you're in poverty, yeah, a loaf of bread is valuable when you can't afford it, when you don't have it. But for most people, the average people, bread ain't shit. So what I'm trying to say with that is that these Mexican dudes, they actually be getting these women in their countries bargain low prices, man. In a lot of third world countries, the guys be securing the women with just their time and their attention, which ain't worth shit. Okay? Mexican dudes' time ain't worth shit. Now, before you overly sensitive dudes be like, oh, Allende, that was so racist. How could you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's not a racial comment, okay? That's an economic comment, right? Because somebody's time is really easy to assess the value of that. How much do they get paid for their time? So when I look at what these guys make hourly, what their wages is, their time ain't worth shit. I'm just keeping it funky, right? And that's across the board. I'm going back to Mexico in a few weeks to get dental work done, right? Why? Because I have one of the best dentists in the city, and he's still far cheaper than the average dentist in Miami. It's the same thing with the lawyers. It's the same thing with the surgeons. Why are women flying to Colombia and Mexico and wherever to get BBLs and to get lipo and to get all this work done? It's not necessarily a lower quality of work. A lot of times the quality of work is actually better. A lot of their equipment is state of the art. The dentist I got, he does like the best veneers on the continent, right? That's the equipment that he uses. But his veneers are still way cheaper than veneers in America. So what I'm trying to say is that the people get paid less for their time. Period. That's not a fact. That's not an opinion. That's not a racial comment. So if the guys are getting these women with just their time and just validation and just compliments and kisses and hugs, they kind of got us beat in the West, bro. Because in the West, we're working super hard to make our money, even if we get paid more, taking women on expensive dates, liking all their pictures on Instagram, all this other extra stuff, and guess what? The women don't give a shit. They don't value it. They don't care. They still want more, and they're getting an abundance of it from every direction. So, as far as that measurement is concerned, I would have to say, in my humble opinion, the guys in these third world countries, Mexico being one of them, they're actually getting these women bargain cheap, right? Now, that brings me to the topic of this video, because when I got back, I was kind of just watching and observing the couples and how guys are interacting with women here from a somewhat different lens, since I'm just coming back from Mexico and I'm kind of comparing it. And I'm in a supermarket watching guys spend $200 for groceries, and then I see it. You know what I mean? Then the girl gives the hug and the kiss in public, and then the public affection, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, this reminds me of when a dog does a trick, or the dog gets the newspaper or your slippers or whatever, and then you pat the dog on the head and you say, good dog, good dog, good dog. And I'm realizing what's going on here. These women don't give too much of a shit about these guys, but they understand where the economy's going. They understand food is getting more expensive. They understand gas is going up. Everything's going up. So now when you look around, you start seeing more couples all of a sudden. Notice when COVID comes, when the lockdowns come, when in 07, when the recession came, when the hurricane comes, anytime hard times come, all of a sudden you start seeing more couples. You start seeing more guys and girls together. Why? Because the women automatically run for some dude, some simp, some lame, whatever you want to call them. Use your own vocabulary. The point is they go get a guy, right, who's got some finances. They get a guy, they got some disposable income, and next thing you know, he's paying for the groceries, he's paying for this, he's paying for Netflix, he's paying for Amazon Prime, and then what is he getting as payment? A little hug here, a little kiss here, a little pat on the head here, like Coach Greg Adams says. And if you really pay attention and observe the body language, you could tell that it's acting. You could tell that the women are doing this naturally. They naturally understand this is the Scooby treats that I'm going to give this guy for his male provision. And I sit back and I look at that and I say, when I was a young boy growing up, I was watching my grandfather, his friends, I was watching my uncles and how they interacted with their wives and their women. They didn't do all that openly affectionate bullshit. They weren't doing all those hugs and all these kisses and all this other stuff. But yet they had their women in check. So what it was is that they were determining the payment. And that's how I behave in my relationships. My woman, that's not how she pays me. All right? She pays me with cooperation, submission, being feminine, behaving herself. That's how she pays me. You can, like, all the kisses and all that other stuff, that's whatever. But you ain't going to pay me with that, all right? You're going to pay me by cooperating, aiding, assisting me, bringing some type of value to my life, doing what I need you to do when I need you to do it. That's how you pay me. For paying all the bills, for fixing shit when it breaks, for solving problems when they arise. You pay me for my male provision with a currency that I've determined. Okay? You don't pay me with your currency. All right? You don't pay me with coochie coupons. You don't pay me with Monopoly money. You don't pay me with hugs and kisses and pats on the head. You pay me how I would like to be paid, right? So I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to dish out to you, the point that I'm trying to make. But look at it the same way you do in business. You ain't gonna go do your service or provide your product and then you let the clientele pay you in the currency they feel like paying you in. It's like, oh, I don't have any dollars, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna pay you in coupons to the Gap. It's like, wait, what? Oh no, I'm gonna pay you in this, or I'm gonna pay. No, motherfucker, you pay me in dollars. You're going to PayPal me, you're going to Cash App me, you're going to give me cash, you're going to Zelle me, but you're going to pay me in US dollars, USD, bitch. That's how you operate in business, right? Well, when you're in a relationship with a female, and I use the word relationship loosely. I don't care if it's a casual thing, I don't care if it's your friend, I don't care if it's your coworker. When you interact with women, whatever the hell it is that you do, you make sure you're being compensated for it, and you make sure that you're receiving payment in the currency of your choice. Okay? Don't be one of these guys doing what a woman wants done, but yet getting paid how she feels like paying you. Whether that be opening her legs, whatever she feels like it, or just giving you a little pat of approval on your head, or giving you a hug and a kiss in public while she, sits here and puts on her best acting performance like she's trying to get an Oscar. All right? I'm a very observant person. This is what I see. When I'm in a grocery store or anywhere where things need to be paid for, I'm always paying attention to how it operates. And I notice that all the affection and the holding hands and all that other bullshit always comes after the motherfucker pulls out that MasterCard. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like when I was younger in the 90s and women had an understanding of, they would wait until right before you about to try to pull off the drawers to be like, oh. And the guy be like, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, I'm just so stressed. Stressed about what? Oh, this phone bill. Oh, this, or oh, that. And right at that moment, that's when the guy's like, oh, I'll help you out. I'll take care of that. You're not peeping the pimping that's going on. She's getting you to associate paying her bill or doing what she wants done before you get to touch the nana. She's making that connection in your mind, right? Like a mind-muscle connection. She's making that simp payment connection, right? You go ahead and simp, and then I go ahead and give you a little treat. And it's a subconscious connection. And once your brain makes that, you're going to keep on doing that repetitive behavior, right? Oh, okay, it's time for me to pay something. It's time for me to do this. It's time for me to do that. And then she's going to go ahead and bless me with a little something. Don't be that, guys. Don't follow that pattern. You create the pattern. You be the one that decides, all right, when you do this, this, and this, then I'll do this for you. All right? Set the tone. I know it's easier said than done. A lot of you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but you ain't going to know how to do it. But in any event, that's why you can email me, set up a fucking consult, and we'll work with you individually and figure out what your situation is. The point is, y'all need to learn how to set the tone. Stop letting these broads drag you through life. Because that's what I'm seeing, man. Chicks just over here chaperoning dudes through life. They got these guys trained like little Pomeranians, little puppies. It's fucking pathetic. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Keep it authentic, and we're out of here. Peace.